Yo.
And we're back. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Stat Junkies podcast. On the phone with me, I got the one and only Coach Kai. Say what's up.
Yeah, sir. How we doing, fellas? How we doing?
I got Big Mike.
What up, everybody?
And we got the man that always stays in action, Gentry Calhoun.
Yes, sir. What up, world?
And you know it's hosted by the Stat Guru, Mr. Wednesday Night, your favorite sports podcaster. Well, I like to say favorite sports podcasting crew if I can get it out. I won't hog all the limelight. I'll be nice. But man, how you guys feeling?
I'm not gonna lie.
Go ahead.
Well, right now, I'm not gonna lie. Mr. Wednesday Night. That's a crazy nickname. That's a crazy nickname.
I mean, it was Mr. Thursday Night, but then we had to go ahead and switch it. So, just
this dude gave himself a whole day. That's crazy.
But we're everybody Wednesday night. All right, they know what's going on every Wednesday. It's the podcast time. All right, that's what it is. All right, chill on me. I thought you were going to come at me for the favorite sports podcaster. That's the one I thought you were really going to come at me about.
Nah, Mr. Wednesday Night is what threw me.
What's your beef with that one? I just want to know. Like, what's your actual beef? Like, is it really just the one night?
Damn.
Nah, I ain't got no beef with it. I just thought it was crazy.
I mean, I thought it
My
was...
girl come home and start calling you Mr. Wednesday Night, though. We might have an issue.
I mean, that's a talk. I feel like that's a talk you guys got to have with your girl. That one shouldn't fall on me.
If she come
being
honest, me and be like, "Ooh," she gonna come to me and be like, "Ooh, is that Mr. Wednesday Night?" I'm gonna be like, "Hell no, you gotta bounce."
If I hear Michael hang up the phone, I know why. All right. But man, other than that, how you guys feeling today?
I'm feeling.
We chilling.
Kai
just got home from baseball practice. We chilling.
All right, what you doing, Kai? You were the one that didn't get in there. What? How you been?
Man, I'm blessed. Another day of sunshine. Got to get a little baseball practice in.
Hey man, baseball season's heavy. As you guys see that are watching at home, got the clicker and the brush. You got the coach on the phone. Got a coach / dad. I don't even know how to put. Has a son playing. Just put it that way.
I mean, I am coaching his rec team, so I'm still coaching too.
All right. So coach, then Gentry he's an avid bettor on sports. I ain't gonna lie. He took over Kai's role in this whole betting on sports in the group.
Hey, I'm just here to do what I can, man, for sure.
Listen, if y'all want to learn how to lose bets quickly, go ahead and hit me up.
God dang.
I'm waiting for Kai to put me through the class to win some bets.
Y'all all three run a tight schedule, a real tight shift.
Hey man, no, baseball runs a tight schedule. Let's be honest.
My life is consumed by that bat and a ball.
I can imagine being the coach. Just being an umpire, I'm tired of showing up every day to the baseball field. All right.
You just heard Kyle. Well, I ain't gonna say that because they might be listening, but never mind.
Y'all just on y'all's Grizzly, that's all.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it, but first off, I really want to kick this pod off with, I've always talked smack on Dak Prescott. Always. And all I gotta say is if this man doesn't do something this year, I'm sticking with my claim that he is mediocre.
But you mean he is mediocre. That's not claim, that's the truth.
You have Lamb, you have Pickens. If you can't get something done, you trash. Hot dog water, garbage. But I just want to start off with that.
Think. Oh,
they gonna go 8,
think, bro.
I'm calling it right now. They're gonna go. They're going 8-9.
8-9, I can see that. And Gentry, my family, I forget who we used to dog. I'm not gonna say any names on the podcast. I don't want to do them like that. But somebody in the family, they used to dog on him hard, and that was their go-to. That I heard, but it was terrible. But Kai, I really wanted to hear Kai's opinion because he's always said Dak is a good quarterback.
I like Dak. I still don't think I think he's above mediocre personally.
That's why I'm asking for your
Until we
opinion.
get to the playoffs. Until we get to the playoffs.
All right. As long as you say that.
Realistically, I think Dak is going to have. There's no way he can't have a good year this year, and I can agree with you. If he does have a bad year, we can start calling him mediocre.
Facts. Because, like, bro, you have the weapons now. I don't think you've had a wide receiving core like this. You might have, might not have.
CD Lamb and then Cavante Turpin.
Yeah, so he wasn't there with Cooper and Lamb? Was Cooper and Lamb ever playing together?
Oh, wait, he did have Cooper for a little bit.
Yeah, Cooper.
Yeah, he did have Cooper for a minute.
All right. But I just wanted to start off with that because I saw a thing where Dak said we're set to be good with both. But if you blow it and don't win at least one playoff game, we got to talk. I'm calling you out early. All right. Stat Guru called
Playoffs?
out happening early. Other than that,
Playoffs?
yeah, bro, you feel me? Hey, real talk though. Y'all watching? Did y'all tune in to any of this Knicks Boston game happening right now?
Yeah, I've been watching it. They're going at it.
Bro, Josh Hart
Like,
took a
where is the
mean
refs?
elbow. No, let's talk about Josh
I mean,
Hart
they're
taking
not-
that elbow. My dude was gushing for at least a good 10 minutes on the sideline.
Oh, was he?
Bro, he went to go for a layup, and I think it's Cornette or whatever, the number 40 for the Celtics.
Oh, yeah, Luke Cornette.
Bro,
Yeah, that's Luke Cornette.
caught him straight coming up with the elbow. You would have thought he was John Jones throwing this, John. All right. And the way he split him, it looked that way.
Yeah, that's a hard note. Playoff basketball, baby.
But that's where I want to start off. Let's start off with Boston and the
mean-
Knicks. Gentry, I'll let you go first. How have you liked this entire series?
Man, this mock is crazy, bro. They out here playing commando basketball.
I'll ask the obvious
Sure.
question. Did you see Boston going down 3-1 like this? Because Tatum, even if Tatum didn't get
Yeah,
hurt, I
they on
still
their
think they went. New York wins.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we all said it before. They on that hangover still. You know, they one of my big teams to be going there. Obviously, the Cavs was that they went out.
We
But,
definitely gonna
yeah,
get to Cleveland in a second. Don't worry.
Nah, I knew this was gonna happen. Long story short.
I'd like to welcome the fans that are tuning in to the audio version of this. Welcome to the Stat Junkies podcast. But Mike, how have you liked this overall series with Jalen Brunson averaging 30 points in this playoffs right now?
I mean, Jalen Brunson doing what Jalen Brunson does. Every year, as we were just talking about how Dak does nothing in the playoffs, Jalen Brunson turns it up to another level in the playoffs. I was like, let's not forget he got a big contract from New York because he took the Mavericks as far as they did after Luka got hurt. So I was like, I'm not surprised at all by this. I am surprised that the Celtics fell down to 3-1. I thought this was going to be a much closer series than what everybody thought, but I did not expect the Celtics to be on the verge of elimination already.
I don't think really no one was calling for this, Kai. I got a question for you. How do you feel about obviously the series itself, but then how do you feel about Cat's performance in this playoffs right now, averaging 19 and 12? I'll round up, so 20 and 12.
I mean, that boy Cat, he playing right now, man. I was honestly a Cat hater, but he's showing up when it matters. And yeah, I mean, I didn't think the Knicks would really be in this series, to be honest, going into it. I thought the Celtics were going to get it done in 5, maybe 6. But Jalen Brunson's cold, man. He's proved that he's probably the coldest player
Hey, he was voted clutch player
in the
of the year.
playoffs right now. Yeah, he's probably the coldest player in the playoffs right now.
Oh, no, without a doubt.
Without
no, without a doubt.
And another player you got to talk about if you're going to talk about the Knicks, Mikal Bridges, because his defensive play is the reason why the Knicks went up to, what was it, 2-0 at the beginning, a steal the first game, and then a block and steal the second game to seal the deal. Come on. Should have been in talk for defensive player of the year the way he playing.
This is why they went and got him. They knew what they were going to get from
That's why they went and got
Mikal
him.
Hey, and his mid-range, that mid-range fader, automatic.
100%.
Automatic.
I said if we done for giving him up, and we gonna give him to a rival.
I forgot he was a Brooklyn dude. I forgot.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm. He was a net. He was running across.
Listen, we tore it from the floor up. I don't care. But yeah, just forget I told y'all that. but nah,
go ahead.
Oh no, you're not good.
But we gotta get. I'll give this up though. Tatum was playing his ass off. I'll just say it. Jason Tatum was playing his ass off. If he doesn't go down, they maybe could have won last game because he was hot that fourth quarter. But then again, Jalen Brunson was also hot. So,
No, I think the Knicks still would have pulled it out. But it would have been, it would have been fun watching those two battle it out though.
But I'll give Tatum this, averaging a double-double, 28 points, 12 rebounds in 8 games of the playoffs. Jaylen Brown averaging 21, 8 rebounds a game. I'll round up and be generous. My question is, where's the rest of the team? The whole bench was hot. They were deep. They could substitute. They had Peyton Pritchard, Porzingis. Porzingis is averaging 8 points this playoffs, and Horford's averaging 7.
We need help. Help me. That's going to be the theme, too, when I get into the Cleveland one, when we talk about them.
Yeah, no, that was my biggest concern right there. When I saw that happen, I was like, whoa. That was their bread and butter right there. Tatum and Brown doing their thing. The next thing you know, here comes their bench taking over.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, though, I didn't see Boston really pulling it off this year. I thought Cleveland was going to take him out next round. So I'm not that surprised they're losing, but I'm surprised they're losing this big. I'll put it that way. I didn't see it happening this bad. A gentleman's sweep? I think that's what they call it.
I believe so.
Yeah, when you go 4-1, it's a gentleman's sweep.
The Celtics are winning right now, though, so maybe not.
We at least get into Game 6.
Yeah, I just pulled up. I pulled up the playoff series and not the live game because we can't do that. But the game cast for the fans that are watching with us. But now let's dive into that Cavs series because that's the one I want to talk about because I'm a big Cleveland hater. Seeing them go down 4-1 to Indiana, Halliburton going crazy. I loved every second of it. I was cheesing so hard at the TV when they lost. I'm not even gonna lie. Call me a Cleveland hater. I'm cool with it. Mike, I'll start with you. How'd you feel about Cleveland going down? Because I know you're a Cleveland fan.
Man, I'm sick. Sick and tired. I'm tired. I'm just hurt. I mean, listen, it came down to this. Like, Donovan Mitchell played his absolute ass off. Like, he's averaging damn near 40 the whole series. This man is on one leg, basically. Still hitting shots that we need. Still putting us in this position of the game. Evan Mobley stepped up. He played great. I loved what I saw from Evan Mobley. DeAndre Hunter did exactly what we needed from him.
Garland, where were you at? Let's get to it, though. Darius
That's what
Garland.
I was getting ready to get to.
I called you out last playoffs. Where were you at this one?
Listen, it's time for him to go. I'm over it.
You calling for the boot?
I'm calling for the boot because here's why. There's a very big name that's looking to get out of a certain team.
Hey, we gonna talk about
And
that. Don't name drop yet. We gonna talk about it.
I ain't gonna name drop, but I feel like if we get rid of Garland and Allen, and maybe not that Allen needs to go, but he's just gonna have to be a necessary piece. I feel like we can make that deal happen. So that's but either way, I'm sick of Garland playing in the Cavs uniform. Like, you can't keep having decent regular seasons and then disappear in the playoffs when we need you.
You
Like, we needed Donovan Mitchell needed more help, and Garland was supposed to be that guy, and he just didn't do it.
you ain't wrong, and Jay, you're right. I am a Cavs hater, but if you're gonna call me out correctly. I am a Cleveland hater. So that's Browns, Guardians, Cavaliers, whatever their hockey team is.
They don't have a hockey team.
Okay, well, good. I ain't gotta hate on them.
I was like, the hockey team's in Columbus.
All right, then I'll let that slide. Oh, can't forget about Ohio State. Don't like them either. So if you're gonna call me out, make sure you call me out on the Cleveland, Ohio hater, I guess you can say.
Just say Ohio, bro. What?
I mean, it's your fault. But Kai, how do you feel about the Cavs going down? And let's go over Indiana's play for you. How do you feel about Siakam still dominating for the team and doing what he needs to do?
I mean, not only Siakam. Let's just talk about the Pacers as a whole.
Go ahead, go off.
They played great basketball that entire series. I mean, they had multiple games with 5-6 guys in double-digit points.
Facts.
And I'm talking high double digits, 18, 19, 20 point games. I mean,
Bro,
they were playing through basketball, how the game is meant to be played.
Bro, they kind of give me a low-key Spurs vibe. Sometimes the ball movement isn't as clean because they're a little bit more flashier, but the way they move the ball and no flashy deep threes, because it's not Warriors type movement. It is more like the Spurs type movement. Let's get it down low. Let's get it in and out. Go around here, dribble, drive. And you're right. In the playoffs right now, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 6 to 7 players in double digits in the whole playoffs right now.
And they're just hitting shots. They just hit shots the entire series.
Man, listen, Cavs fans will remember this. So, Naismith and Nimard look like Hito Turkoglu and
Don't do it. Don't
Rashard Lewis.
Oh, you right.
They look like
You right.
They look like Hito Turkoglu and Rashard Lewis. Like, those two turned up. I was like, hats off to them because they showed up and they hit everything. Like, I was impressed. They look like prime Klay Thompson.
You're not wrong.
Because those two hit everything. They remind me when the Heat went to the finals when Vincent and Gabe Vincent and Max Strus were coming up bigger than they should have been. That's what it remind me of.
That's low key. A lot of the Heat runs because even with LeBron and them, Battier was coming up big. Lewis at one time was there coming up big. Like, the Heat just bring out them role players. But Gentry, you're the last one we didn't get to hear about. How'd you feel about that series? Did you see this happening? Did this go the way you thought it was going to go? Damn, that's cold. You just ain't going to answer me. That's a little messed up. Not going to lie.
That's he's had a moment of silence for the Cavs lose.
Hey,
pour one out for him.
Because he probably bet a lot of games for the Cavaliers too.
Man, let me just say, that game that they came back when we were up 14 in the fourth quarter, I bet on that. And that was the last leg I needed to hit. And then I saw that shot go up by Halliburton. And I think I said every cuss word in the book before that shot went through.
Hey, you know what? And I want to apologize. Now that you said his name, I want to apologize to Halliburton. I talked a lot of mess on you about not being a scorer.
Oh, I was hating.
About you not being able to score the ball, you being scared to score. But this playoff has showed me something. He's not scared to score. He's smart. He's smart about it. He gonna turn up for a second, then get the team involved. Then if they need him, he gonna turn up again for a quick second, then get the team back involved. Like, he a true point guard. I gotta give him hats off. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, no, I also was a big hater on Tyrese Halliburton, but my God, That man turned up, absolutely went crazy. I ain't got nothing but good things to say about him now. I think he might officially move himself into that superstar status after this series.
If he go on and have a good series against maybe the Knicks, because they are losing right now, but we all know the Knicks. You kind of expected Boston to win one after Tatum went down with a ruptured Achilles. You kind of expected it.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, without Tatum, I think Indiana could beat them.
Hey, the way Indiana's playing this playoffs, I think they could not beat the Knicks, but they can give the Knicks a good. They can give the Knicks a good run.
I think they could beat the Knicks.
I think they beat the Knicks.
I
think they beat the
I didn't
Knicks.
want to be that guy. I didn't want to be the first one to say it.
No, I'll say it.
But I'm definitely became an Indy fan, and also since I watched that one podcast where Steven Jackson and Reggie Miller were talking about when they should have won one, I'm an Indy fan right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, yeah, they showed out. Like I said, especially if Nesmith and Nimhard shoot like they did. Even Miles Turner, which I've been a perennial hater on Miles
Hey,
Turner.
Miles
Everybody
Turner
knows
is the
that.
third leading scorer. He is showing up, and he gonna knock down that corner three. You leave him open.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, my man about to get a paycheck after this because, listen, I thought for sure it was time to get him about it. I think we actually talked about this in one of our podcasts before.
We have.
But I was definitely saying it's time to get rid of Miles Turner, but not after this series. You might want to hold on to him.
Yeah, no, you definitely gotta hold on and keep Miles Turner after this. He is a very valuable piece to that team.
Yep, he did everything that I was hating on him for. He rebounded, he shot the ball well, he played defense well. Like he did everything that he was getting paid to do exceptionally well. So I mean, you might have to pay that man now because he earned every bit of that paycheck if he gets one.
Oh, you're definitely gonna have to pay that man. Now, the next series we got to talk about is hold up, Gentry's texting me. All right, let me add him back into this phone call before we go on. 1 second. All right, while they're off the phone, remember to like and share the pod. We will be up on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts tomorrow, and the link will be up on YouTube tomorrow. So just remember to like and share. And Gentry, I'm about to merge you back in 1 second.
Man, somebody had to stop this bald-headed menace, Derek White.
Hey, that's wild. That's the first thing you came in and said on the pod.
That's what I was sitting here watching the game, and this man is a menace.
Bro, he deserve. I've always hated on him, but he get the job done. Now, Gentry, before we move on, and I gotta go check on the kid real quick. How do you feel about that Cavs Pacers series? And how do you feel about Indiana moving on? Do you think they got what it takes to beat the Knicks?
They D was there, like y'all said. I definitely seen that this series. When they went down 2-0, I said, whoa. But then when everybody started getting hurt, I said, yeah, it's a wrap. I ain't see it coming, though. But, yeah, they definitely got defense. But I don't know. They're going to have to play some grade A when it comes to the Knicks. Because they on top of their game right now. They looking pretty healthy. So, I don't know. It'd be good to see, though.
Oh, it's going to be a fun series. It's going to be a tough series. That's the biggest thing that surprised me. I didn't realize Indiana had that toughness in them.
Yeah.
Bro, they tough and they got numbers.
Me either. Yeah, definitely got numbers for sure. And like y'all said, Miles Turner, he was, that man was balling.
Gentry, quick question. Did you place most of your bets on the Cavs that series?
No, I actually ain't really make no bets that serious. I ain't gonna lie.
Smart man, because you probably would have lost. Just like a lot of us probably would have lost money.
Right. And like I said, I wasn't too familiar with Indiana. You know what I mean? I mean, Siakam, of course, Miles Turner, of course. But yeah, no, I ain't made too many bets. So I've been betting more on the baseball, if anything.
That's shocking. We'll get to baseball in a second, though. Now, how do we feel about this Warriors Wolves series. Now, first, I want to start off with I think this series goes completely different if Steph Curry doesn't get hurt in game one. Not saying they might have won, they pull it off and win it because I think it would have went to 7, but I definitely think it wouldn't be 3-1 right now.
No, it'd definitely be more entertaining for sure. But I agree with you. I don't. I still think Minnesota pulls it out. To be honest,
Because the first
I was
person,
like,
before you go on, Mike, because I want you to go on about this one too. We got to talk about Julius Randle as you go on. That's the first person I want everybody to go ahead and talk about because we have hated on that man this entire year. Because this is our 1 year of being on Facebook, by the way. But we've hated on him for a while. So how do you feel about that, Mike?
I mean, about damn time. I was like, you've been claiming to be the number 2 on just about, well, number 1 when he was with the Knicks, and he's been claiming to be the best player on that team, but he ain't showed it. Finally, he's got a series where he's showing it, and I mean, like I said, good for him, but it's about damn time.
Yeah, you definitely missed us giving your Pacers props, bro. But don't worry, we definitely gave them props. But yeah, nah, about time Julius Randle showed up, Mike. How do you feel about Anthony Edwards? Is he? Because he started off cold, but the second half, I don't know what that man does if he goes drink his special go-go juice or what it is, but
So,
he turns up.
You know what it is?
Ant killer.
I can tell you right now what it is. He gets a call from his actual daddy, MJ, and they tell him, "Listen, you better stop disrespecting my name." I was like, "That's what it is."
That's
That
wild.
man is a demon.
That's wild that you said his actual daddy. I'm weak.
Yeah, his actual daddy. We all know that's MJ's secret kid. I don't care what anybody says. You cut that hair and he's bald. He looks just like him.
All right, say hi and then go to your room. 1 second, y'all. Say hello and go to your room.
Hello, it's me, Courtney, and the port. I'm here.
Say Stat Junkies podcast.
That monkey has.
All right, now go
There
to your
you
room.
go.
All right, Kai, how do you feel about this Wolves Warriors?
It's a cold-blooded demon.
Absolutely. Yo, wait, before Kai finishes, we got to talk about how my man walked down the city of Los Angeles and was just absolutely taunting everybody in
Hey,
Los Angeles.
menace.
This man is a
YN
menace.
energy all the way. New face of the league. Like he got it all. He got that MJ type swagger. Like I'm better than all of y'all, and I know it.
That's what I said. He's nothing like his daddy.
Hey, he is going off this playoff, so averaging 30. Well, no, 27. I'm not rounding up for him. 27 points a game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Julius Randle's averaging 24, 5 rebounds. But the other side, I want to talk about the Warriors here. Let's deep dive into them because we picked up Jimmy Butler. We got hyped. My man gave us a 30-point game like twice. And then you shot 9 shots in a crucial game 4. 9? That's all you could do? Where were you at? You supposed to be the star of the team with Steph Curry out, and you ain't doing it. You got gassed out that one game at the end, so you coasted the first half, and then just never turned up the second half. How do you guys feel about Jimmy Butler?
Lights was too bright.
It just really. Go ahead.
I mean, if you look at like the success Jimmy Butler had, I think it's large in part because of Eric Spoelstra. Like I think outside of Greg Popovich, Eric Spoelstra is probably one of the best coaches in the game right now. He set Jimmy Butler up for success to where he was able to, be Jimmy Butler and take him to where they took him. He took him to the finals. He set him up in ISO situations where he could make the pass out to Vincent or Strus if needed. So I just think that in Miami, it was just a much better system. Not that, because Steve Kerr, the system is built around Steph. It's not built around Jimmy Butler. In Miami, it was built
Mm-hmm.
around Jimmy.
You ain't wrong.
So I think he's struggling because he's not the guy. And he doesn't really know how to be number 2 anymore because he's been number 1 for so long.
Okay, I see. I see what you're getting at, Kai. Do you agree with Mike?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know if it's just me, but he looks gassed every single possession, no matter what quarter it is. I don't know what's going on. He looks genuinely fatigued out there.
You think he's still hurt? You think he came back too early?
That could be it.
That could be
Because
it.
he looks fatigued every single time he steps on the floor, and that's not the Jimmy I'm used to.
You ain't.
Nah, Jimmy used to be an Energizer Bunny. He could go all day.
Hey,
Exactly.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Gentry, what were you about to say? I think I heard you trying to say something there. Do you think Butler's been fatigued? Do you see what Kai sees?
Oh yeah, I definitely see what he sees. Sometimes I don't. You don't see him at all. You either see him first quarter, half, or second half, and I just be like, dude, where he at? Like, but I mean, like Mike said, he don't know how to be the number 2. But even though he need to learn how to be the number 2, because some of these teams need
That's-
2, 3 good players. You know what I mean?
That's what he
Like,
said he wanted to be, though. When he said he's come, I'm ready to be number 2. I'm ready to take that back seat. I'm ready for this, that. But were you really ready for it?
But really, it really is it the back seat when you say, like you said, Steph go down. You got where you at. You gotta feel that. You know what I mean?
You're not-
like you ain't
you're
got
not
no
wrong.
choice.
Now,
So I don't know.
a bright spot for the Warriors this playoffs. Jonathan Kuminga finally learned how to play in a system, the Steve Kerr system, and he's been going off. This is what I've been waiting for. I hope we keep him, and I hope he continues to play like this and maybe learn to be a better interior defender. But other than that, I like Kuminga as a player, a ball handler, a shooter, a scorer. Just better low post defense, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, I was like, Kuminga's another one that just like Miles Turner, he earned himself a paycheck. I was like, if they do end up advancing this series any further, yeah, I mean, Kuminga definitely earned himself a paycheck too. I was like, he stepped up big time in Steph's absence.
Even when Steph was there, I think he had a good game with Yeah, you want to know what he said he did? He said after Steve Kerr benched him at the end of the year, he sat down and watched nothing but Jimmy Butler tapes. Watched every footage he could find of Jimmy Butler and how to play with how to play with Jimmy Butler. And I think it worked.
I mean, hey, sometimes it takes to getting benched before you to have that aha moment. Like, oh shoot. I was like, I need to get myself together if I'm going to stay on this bench. Sometimes benching a player could be the best thing you could do.
Yeah.
Hey, it worked, and I just need him to stay at this because we're not going to advance anymore. But next year, Steph come back healthy. Butler finally learned to play number 2. Kuminga keep going. Buddy, just quit being like a Carmelo Jr., bro. I need you just to be consistent. Consistency is key. 1 second he's hot, the next second he can't buy a bucket.
Y'all don't think it's time to blow it up in Golden State? Maybe just say,
Nah, they gonna
thank you for everything.
Nah, they ain't gonna ride it out till Steph says he walks away. They riding it out. They might get rid of Draymond because they tired of his technicals. If anybody goes, it's Draymond, even though he did score some points and was doing his thing in last game.
Yeah, Draymond was. He's been balling lightweight this whole series, for real.
You're not wrong, but the first one to get kicked out is Draymond. They keep Steph and build a whole new team and just let Steph ride it out like LeBron and the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying, like, trade Steph. I'm just saying, like, maybe, give him that, like, hey, thanks for everything you've done for us. You've lifted the Golden State Warriors to higher heights. Now let's just, ride out the rest of your career and call it a day.
Oh, kind of like take a back seat now. Become like
Mm-hmm.
become the veteran of the team, the old veteran. You know, when they
Yeah.
need like a Fred VanVleet, you need you go crazy. Even though VanVleet's only played like
I mean,
9
don't
years.
get me wrong, he can still shoot, so he can still play. As long as you can shoot, you can play.
You feel me?
So
So
he can
like
still shoot.
maybe not be so offense around you anymore. Time to start getting the young talents involved, like Kaminga, Moody, Peyton, and then whenever
That's
Milton, I think was the dude that got hurt at the beginning of the year that was balling out.
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was him.
yeah.
So you're
That's
saying
what I'm saying. Like it's
okay?
time for him to take a step back. Like we appreciate you for everything you've done. You got us 4 titles. Like Golden State was a no-name franchise until you got here. So
Hey,
we appreciate everything you've done.
you're not wrong. And
But
Herb, I'm gonna need you to chill on Draymond Green. All right, Michigan State for life. All right, he a dog. But go on, Mike.
yeah, I think it's just like Steph's getting to the twilight of his career. Not everyone can play like LeBron that far into their career. So I think it's just time for him. He can still shoot, so just be a facilitator and a shooter, and then let I mean, you could let Jimmy Butler take the team if he starts playing better, but he ain't looking like he's ready to take the team either.
Off
But
season's
maybe
gonna do
like
him well.
focus. Yeah, like if he comes back ready to play, then maybe he's the focus of the offense instead of because look what he did with Vincent and Struess. Imagine having a shooter like Stephen Curry and Buddy Hield and letting Jimmy just
Yeah,
drive to the hole and kick out like he did in Miami.
right.
You're you're not wrong, Kai. Do you think it's time for Warriors to go ahead and build offense around someone else now or focus point?
Yeah, they're not the Splash Bros anymore.
No.
And they need to stop playing like it. Um,
Yeah, yeah, they're not the Splash Brothers anymore,
yeah,
and that's
and
a good
I agree. I
mistake.
think you do need to let Jimmy kind of play his drive and kick game and kind of take Curry off ball. I think that's probably the most beneficial way to make this work. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Draymond got to go though. I hate Draymond.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. I do
yeah.
think it's time
I
for
think it's
Draymond to
about that
go.
time.
He need to
It's time for
retire.
him.
Forget going. He need to retire.
Yeah, I mean, he could transition into being like a coach now. I think he'd make a decent coach,
Until
but
he
I think it's time.
rocks one of his players.
Hey, he definitely knocking out a player.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I think it's time for him to just hang it up. You can also thank him too. Like
Hey,
4 championships, we appreciate you,
be the
but
UD
you
of
got to
the
bounce.
Golden State. All right, just sit on the bench when you're Golden State Blazer or whatever, and coach up the team. Be the
Right?
motivator.
Exactly.
You don't
That's what I'm
because he
saying.
can't
He
be
could
no
be
head coach or nothing because he rocking a ref. All right, refs getting put in the chokehold.
Uh,
I don't care what level you give him, high school, middle school, uh,
yeah,
intramural sports. He putting the coach in a headlock. The ref, my bad.
oh for sure he is. I mean, listen, he already got the hookup with the guys at TNT anyway. Just follow them to ESPN.
And you know what? You ain't wrong. You know what was also crazy? I saw Jamal Crawford's about to be on the MLB Clubhouse show. He's gonna be a host.
That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? Guess who's coming to be one of the the pregame hosts in NBC when basketball comes back around?
Who?
The
Reggie Miller?
self-proclaimed GOAT, Michael Jordan,
Oh yeah, I
is
did see
stepping out.
that. I did see that. He is coming
What?
back. Yeah, he coming in to announce it.
Yep. Yep. He's going to be one of the pregame hosts.
Hey, you know how much Mac he gonna talk?
I can tell you right now, the first question is going to be, you think LeBron's better than you?
Hell no. His answer, no.
I was like, that's the first question.
Longevity
Immediately.
wise, yes. I just
Oh,
like
he going to come out.
Jordan's dominance over the game better.
damn.
I disagree with that one. I think LeBron is the GOAT officially. I don't know what else this man has to do to take it,
I
but
just
I disagree.
I just like I said, I just don't like his dominance. Like I've give LeBron longevity. He has the stats, he has the motor and all that, but no one feared
What you
LeBron. No one, you don't hear any player.
listen?
And also another thing I
Listen.
heard, Jeff
Don't
Teague
let
said something. No, you never hear anybody say, "I want to be like LeBron. I want to play like
that's
LeBron."
that's
You know,
because it don't ring off the tongue. Like Mike, it just ring off the tongue. So
everybody
Gatorade made
wanted to
money
be
off it.
Jordan.
That's why you hear it.
I'm just saying that's my reasoning why. That's just my reasoning why I still put Jordan over LeBron, just because the dominance, just the dominance. Everybody knew Jordan had the '90s. LeBron, you had your Heat run when you were champion and dominating and winning everything. Other than that, every everybody got a ring on you
That's an
in
L
your run.
take, and you know it. That's an L take.
That's just my reasoning, bro. I stand by that one.
Listen,
Everybody got one on your
listen,
watch.
listen. Oh, that's because you look at Michael Jordan. He had what? Maybe. I mean, look at the teams that he played. They were damn near outside of like Magic Johnson, Gary Payton, some of those guys. He was playing plumbers. Like those guys got a 9 to 5 job if they were trying to come out of the NBA this right now. Like this is the most athletic, the most skilled, the most talented the NBA has ever been.
I will give you that because
And
even Larry Bird said that if you say it's the older eras were better, you're crazy to not say that this
you're
era of
crazy.
basketball is not more skilled in everything. I will give you that because
It is. I was
everybody
like,
does
it's the most
everything.
skilled. Right. So that's what I'm saying. I was like, and LeBron still dominated to this day in that era. From day one, he's dominated. Now, this is the thing that I can't stand is people want to bring up the finals and all that stuff. My man MJ, y'all act like his career was only 6 years long. Like, yeah, when he made those 6 finals, he won it. All right, cool. Shout out to you. But y'all forget when he was getting swept by the Pistons or when he was getting swept by the Celtics. He didn't. LeBron made it to the finals 9 years in a row. Do you know how impossible that is to do?
He did. I give
Like,
him.
yeah,
I give it up to him for his 9 years. That's
Hey,
I was
that's
like
remarkable.
nine
That's
years in a
remarkable.
row.
Do you know how impossible
It's.
it is to win 6 finals though?
I agree. Like I said, winning 6 finals, going 6-0. I agree. That's crazy too. They're definitely both of these guys are the best players to ever step on a court in the NBA. But I mean, to go nine to the finals 9 times and the most athletic, the most skilled the NBA has ever been. I mean, you got to give it to him. And not to mention, he's got the scoring record as a man who wasn't even labeled a scorer.
Prime Jordan is putting nuts on Prime LeBron's head.
All right, before we
I'm not.
move on,
I'm
Kai,
gonna have to disagree with that.
I want to hear your take on this. We're gonna get everybody's take on this. Then I have another question before we move on to the final playoff series. So Kai, Jordan LeBron debate. What's your siding?
I think LeBron is probably the most gifted player to ever play, but Jordan is the greatest player ever. That man, it's the mentality for me. Um, he is see all, kill all, and LeBron is 6'9", but plays like he's 6'4", and acts like he's 5'10". You know what I'm saying?
Hey, prime LeBron was dunking on everything. The young Cavs LeBron was dunking on everything
yeah,
that moved. I will
Oh,
say
for
that.
sure.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
after like 07, 08, when he quit dunking on everybody. Tried to become a shooter when he went to the Heat. But go on.
I don't, LeBron in general is just soft to me. Um, and that's my biggest issue with that.
Okay. But I do like your whole giving LeBron the most gifted player because the man can do all, and his passing and scoring ability, his scoring is nice, is real nice, upper echelon, definitely.
Yeah, he's a little bit bigger than Jordan too, muscle wise and weight wise too. So I give him the most gifted.
Gentry, how do you feel on this? Because I guess you got the best of both because Michael was around during Jordan's dominance run,
Right,
but
right,
you got to see
right.
you saw it
Hold
before.
up, wait, pause. You act like I'm like 50 years old. I was like 2.
You're right, but you just had a bunch of Jordan stuff, so I got it mixed up. That's my fault. That's because mom always dressed you in Michael Jordan
I
stuff,
was like,
Bull stuff. So I got it mixed up. You're right. You're right. You're
He
not.
said you got it mixed
You
up.
you were born right around like a what, his second, third win.
I was born 93. That's when he came back.
All right. So Gentry, you got the best take. I feel like because you got to see Jordan before, Jordan during, and you got to see LeBron.
I mean, they almost up there. You know what I mean? They up. He definitely up there with him. Is they got, you know what I mean? Like you said, it's hard to win 6 titles, but it's also hard to be in the finals damn near every fucking year. You know
You
what I mean?
okay? So
Excuse
here
my French, but
you're not wrong. So here's my question: do we gotta leave it at LeBron has Jordan had the '90s, LeBron had the 20s? I guess you want to say because we'll give him in the 2020. So do we gotta leave it at the generational cutoff? You can't compare the
yeah,
different
I mean,
generations.
you got to. You know what I mean?
We gotta. Do
You
you
got
think
to,
it's
even
time to
though they're
call it
very
quits?
similar. Uh, I mean, I never really said, like LeBron's better than Jordan. I believe they definitely neck and neck though for sure. But yeah, I think it's time to leave it. You know what I mean? Bron done proved himself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I can go with that. I
I
think we can
guarantee you.
cut it off.
I guarantee you, if somebody picked Jordan, you feel me? Give me LeBron then. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah,
I mean, I definitely
I'm
agree
with
with that.
that one.
I definitely
Like,
agree with that. It's one of those like, okay, you get him, I get him. Cool, I'm straight. I mean,
cool, yeah. Because I guarantee you it's gonna be a lovely matchup. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be. It's gonna be there, but I believe what Kai said too. Bron just soft as hell. He got all these caps. I believe he brought the flopping in. Like, I don't know. They definitely don't make him like Jordan no more. As tough as all of them,
The last
Garnett,
one
all
was
them cats
Kobe.
was so tough.
The last one was
And the
Kobe.
last one was Kobe. You feel
R.I.P.
me?
I just saw him
Like,
pop up on the screen.
definitely, definitely. And
Can't
like,
leave him out the
even
debate
if
ever.
you don't take Bron, for real, give me Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean that's true too.
Yeah, we didn't talk about him, but don't think we all have Kobe up there. Don't I can
oh
speak for
nah,
I
all
like,
all four of us here. We
yeah,
definitely put
definitely.
respect
yeah,
on
that's
Kobe's name here.
yeah, that's 1, 2, 3 for
Oh
me.
man.
Whatever order you put them in,
Yeah,
that's
That's
one,
one,
two,
two,
three.
you
three.
pick it.
For
That's how the
sure.
top three is going, regardless.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
whatever order you put, that's 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. And for real, if you want, you could pick Kobe above Bron.
Well, yeah, that's
Definitely
why I said
could.
whatever order you want to put them in. But yeah, it's those are the top 3.
All right. So we'll go ahead and say we'll call it at the generational cap. I guess we can have the more debate about LeBron and Kobe than we can have with throwing Jordan's name.
I mean, yeah, you could say Jordan
You
one had the
can,
90s, Kobe had the
yeah,
2000s, and
yeah,
Bron had the
yeah,
2010s.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. I
yeah.
can live with that. That's a good. That's a good one.
I mean, that's like the best way to put it. Like,
Now we do got to move on to this last series because this is probably the best series of them all. Thunder, Nuggets. We hit Game 6. Every game's been close. I think there might have been a blowout game too. I want to say.
Yeah, the Thunder put up 150.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Thunder did put
dang.
belt to ass. But then the Nuggets have always just hung close. And now we're at 3-2. Jokic is going crazy. Shea's going crazy. The two favorites for MVP are definitely showing why they're the faces of the league. I know we keep saying Ant, but internationally wise, it's Jokic and Shea might be globally, honestly, the way that they just been dominating. So Kai, we'll start with you. How do you feel about this series so far? And do you have Thunder winning it in 6?
This one's living up to the hype. I still do have Thunder in 6. That was my prediction going into this series. Jokic and Murray need a little bit more help, in my eyes. They can't compete with how fast the Thunder play. That's why I think they get it done in 6.
Okay. Mike, how do you feel about this series? And do you have Thunder in 6? Or do you think the Nuggets can pull it off in 7? Because me personally, I think if it goes 7, the Nuggets are winning in 7.
I agree. I was like, if the Thunder don't win Game 6, then it's over. The Nuggets are going to win Game 7, in my opinion, just simply because of the experience. They won a finals already. They've been there. They've been in these situations. So I think the Nuggets will win Game 7 if they get there. But I don't think it's going to get there. I think the Thunder win this. And I think they win it all. Now that the Cavs are out, Celtics are fighting. Looks like they're going to play another game. But if it comes down to the Pacers or the Knicks, I think they'll beat either one of those teams in the finals.
I agree. I can see it. I can see it. Gentry. How you liking this series? Is it everything you want it to be? So far, the Nuggets have been in every interesting series there's been so far.
This mug is I mean, I didn't say. I want to say they was my sleeper team. Coming in like the beginning of the playoffs, like the play-in games and stuff.
I think you were.
I didn't
you
think
were
they
high,
were gonna be doing it like this though.
Yeah, you did talk about the Nuggets, but you weren't so high on the Nuggets.
Yeah, but yeah, they definitely was my sleeper, and sheesh, man, they got the experience to win Game 7, just like Mike said. But I don't know. It's like you said, Murray and them need more help. If Aaron Gordon and them get going, they might just win Game 7. But the bench is so deep over there on OKC. You know what I mean? Caruso and them is stepping up.
You're not wrong. Breaking news, real quick. Jalen Brunson just went down with an ankle injury.
I'm watching that right
now.
Yes, sir. He just went down. I don't know if he's up or not, but I did just see him. He definitely. Oh, he's up and walking. All right, not breaking news. He fine. He that man a trooper. He played with a half a leg last year. What am I talking about?
Listen,
Dead ass. He really did.
The one game he against the Pistons, what he did, he got hurt. They taped him up, came back out, still dropped 30.
If I'm New York, before we go back to the Nuggets series, if I'm New York, I'm doing everything in my power to keep Jalen Brunson healthy during the playoffs. Because every playoffs he's going crazy, but every playoffs he's hurt. Either it's his leg or it's his shoulder. It's because he plays so physical.
I was like, yeah, he plays physical, and he throws he's like very much like Allen Iverson back in the day when he used to throw his body around. That's how Jalen Brunson plays. I say Allen Iverson used to drive his coaches crazy because he would just throw his body around.
D Rose.
Oh man, can we talk about like a career that I wish we could go back and redo?
We can always talk about it because I'm always down to talk about D Rose.
D Rose was that man, boy. Throwing he lived in the air.
Listen,
D Rose is everything
now,
John Morant wishes he was.
Facts. I'm telling you right now, if D Rose doesn't get those ACL injuries, I think it's not LeBron. Injury. I think we talking D Rose.
No, because damn straight, because he was taking LeBron head on. My man hit the coldest face during that buzzer beater. I know you remember it, Mike.
I remember it well.
Oh yeah, he was a problem.
Yeah, I was like I said, we talking about D Rose in the top 3 if he stayed healthy.
Hey, he would have put Chicago back on the map for sure.
He would have for sure got them another championship at least.
Bro, because they still had
at least one more.
Because Noah, I think that's his name or whatever. Jakeem
Noah.
He was playing Taj Gibson.
Jimmy Butler was on that team too.
Yeah.
Dang, he wasn't he?
Young Jimmy.
Wow.
It was young rookie Jimmy, but he was on that team.
But that's
Yeah.
experience, Jimmy. Because didn't Jimmy win a championship just like? Did Jimmy win a? No, he just went to Marquette like Duke, D Wade. No,
Yeah, he played. Yeah, he
let
played.
me stop getting ahead of myself. But yeah, no, D Rose, generational talent. That man had skill in bunnies out of this world. What was that coach? Tom Thibodeau.
Mm-hmm.
If you would have just took him out at the end of the game and didn't have him going crazy when he didn't need to, you might have saved the career.
Mm-hmm. A damn good career too.
You ruined us of such entertaining sports. The Steph Curry three and everything would have been nice, but D Rose still would have been dominating. But back to this Nuggets Thunder series. I see the Thunder pulling this off in 6. I like Shea. I just like the whole Thunder team in general. They're young, they're hungry, and as you saw, they
Yeah.
put up 151 or whatever. They don't give two shits about what's going on. All right, they don't care who you are, what you stand for. They coming for blood, and they're now my new favorite to win it all with the Cavs going down. I would love to see the Thunder and Indy in the finals, but that's just my what do they call it? That's my pipe dream or whatever. But I think it's gonna
Yeah,
be.
that's fun.
I think the Knicks and Thunder are gonna be in the finals. Do y'all agree?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Knicks Thunder. I do think Indy
so.
can. I think the Indy New York series, if that's what we get, I think it will go 7 games. I'll be honest, but I think New York will pull it off.
And they'll run into a fully rested Thunder team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be Thunder. I think that team's just too hungry. They play hard. They play fast, like Kai was saying earlier.
They play
They're young,
defense.
so they're just run people off the court. Exactly. They're young, so playing defense ain't nothing, and then they'll beat you down the court. They don't care.
Can we talk about their height for a second, bro? They're what? Shea 6'7"?
I know.
Yeah, Shea 6'6".
And a guard.
As your point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Your next person's what? 6'6", 6'7". Then you got 6'9", 6'11" Chet or 7-foot Chet, however tall he is. And then you throw in Harkenstein.
He's 7'2".
That's nasty.
Yeah, Hartenstein too. Like they got a lot of height. They got some defense.
And that's gonna, if the Knicks get there, have fun driving in the paint on that, Brunson. Have fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kai, do you agree? Thunder Knicks? I ain't heard you.
No, Thunder Pacers.
Thunder
Pacers are
Pacers?
playing good ball. Yeah, they're playing too good a ball right now. I think Thunder Pacers is what we're gonna see.
See, I had the
Ooh, y'all
Knicks
go
Pacers
Pacers,
series
y'all.
going 7, but I didn't give them the nod. So you giving them the thumbs up?
Yeah, I think they handled the Knicks in 6. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Ooh.
Love the take. All right, then who do you have winning your finals?
Thunder in 5.
All right, as expected.
Yeah, I think the only team that really could have competed and hung around with the Thunder were the Cavs because they're built
Exactly.
very
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, now that the Cavs are out, I think it's a clear shot to the championship for the Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like literally player for player, bench for bench.
Yeah, I think the Cavs are the only ones that lined up with that.
I can agree. And before we move on to baseball, does Giannis leave Milwaukee? I will go first. It's time to bounce. Go ahead and
he's
come.
out.
Go ahead and go to a team ready for a championship. Now this is just another dream, but I did see in the market that Golden State definitely said that they were going to go for Giannis. But I think every team's going to go for Giannis, if I'm being honest.
Right.
Oh yeah,
You're dumb if you don't. I don't care who you are. He can play your big man. He can be your number one.
you can play on the wing.
Give you defense, offense, rebounding.
Nah, dream scenario. He come to Cleveland. Like I said, that's who I was talking about earlier. In case y'all didn't know.
That would be
Mm,
scary. Give
Um,
it a Garland. Give it a
that'd be
Allen.
crazy.
yeah, trade Garland, trade Allen. Maybe we give up a pick.
You're gonna have
We'll
to
go
give
get
up a pick.
Giannis.
You're gonna have to give up a
Well, that's
pick
fine. Give up a pick. Go get Giannis.
and probably some cash.
Here's another crazy trade scenario before we move on. So the Mavericks said that they're not trading that pick away.
Jay
They're
Williams said trade
they're
it,
staying. They're not going to do it because Nico Harrison has a reputation of being an idiot, and if he trades that pick, they're going to burn that city down.
but
So they're not going to trade it.
but
But here's my crazy trade scenario. It has nothing to do with the Mavericks. The Spurs sitting at 2.
also did they get two?
Yeah, the Spurs are sitting at 2. So the next best player in the draft
Ace
is
Bailey.
Dylan Harper.
Oh,
No,
well, I like Dylan Harper
I
too.
say they trade that pick. Maybe they give up Stephon Castle and
Rookie,
they go get
you giving
Giannis
up Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle?
for an MVP.
Uh,
Absolutely,
So that would leave them.
Hey,
That the starting lineup would be Fox, Vassell, Giannis, and I can't think
and
of the two
Wemby.
big. And Wimby. Forgot about Wimby. That'd be
Yeah,
some height. That'd be nice. That would be.
that'd be crazy.
that's what I say. Because the reason being is Dylan Harper plays very similar to what De'Aaron Fox does, and I just don't think there's enough ball for those two. I think it's going to be like a situation what happened with Rob Dillingham in Minnesota, like how he really hasn't got a chance.
There's too many
So you're
guards
just
on that team
wasting a
if you
pick.
get Harper. It's too many guards.
Exactly. Exactly. So I say in this particular situation, it's more valuable to trade the pick away, potentially go get Giannis, than it is for you to draft a guard that you actually don't really need right now.
Hey, there might be some good moves in Spurs land with Popovich being moved up to team president or whatever.
Yep.
So you never know. But here's my thing, and before we move on, do you guys agree? Not with maybe not with Jay Williams' take of trade the number one pick. Do you agree with his breakdown of Cooper Flag saying that yes, he is good, but he is going to need time to develop. That he is not going to be able to come in the league and have a Wemby or I don't know another rookie type dominance. He's going to need a year or two to get in the swing of things because he's not fully NBA ready. Do you guys agree?
I do.
I mean, if he ain't, and most cats probably wouldn't come out and say that.
But like, is he
And if he
first
ain't,
pick? Do you think he's
Oh,
developed enough you to where because your first pick you got to come in and play, you got to come in and get minutes, you can't develop for a year or two, so that's why I'm asking, do you
listen.
agree that he needs time to develop?
Yes, I agree, but I also disagree that he's not worth the number one pick. Because here, just because you're the number one pick doesn't mean you have to come in and start.
Facts.
He can come off the bench, develop a little bit, give him some time. Because we got to remember, he's only 18.
You're
He's
not
not
wrong.
like 22, 23. He's only 18. He's still a teenager.
right.
Give him a couple of years to develop, get used to the league, get used to the speed of the game. We already know he can hoop with the best because he gave buckets to the Olympic team. So we already know he can hoop. Let him get used to the speed of the game and stuff. Then you could throw him in to the starting lineup. But you don't have to start him at the beginning.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't got to start him because the first two picks didn't start for their respective teams. I think they maybe started towards the end, the two international players, but they didn't come out starting. Kai, you've been quiet during this one. How do you feel about Jay Williams' breakdown of Cooper Flag? He needs a year to develop more.
I ain't seen nobody stop him yet. Not even the Olympic team.
As I just said. Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what you just said. So come on now. He's gonna be fine. I think they're just
You ain't worried? So
they gotta make a story.
you ain't
Yeah,
sweating?
they're trying to rush his career. I mean,
Listen, this is the first white American that we've had in a long time that can hoop, okay? So you know there's going to be some questions.
I
He
mean,
gonna be all right. I promise. He gonna be
But
good.
listen. This is what a lot of players need to start doing. What he doing? Like this is gonna be his career. Like you need to take stuff as slow as possible. And when you ready, if he think he ain't ready. That's what I think. I mean,
hey, he say he ready because he did tease. He did tease, and I think he actually did have an honest sit down with the coach. But my honest take, I'm not saying he's not ready because as we've all saw, that man can take over and that man can hoop. Do I think he's gonna come in and have an immediate impact? Maybe not, but by middle of the year, do I think he'll be hooping, balling, doing his thing? Hell yeah, no doubt,
I give him. I give him a month.
no
Give him a
doubt.
month to get used to the game, and he'll be ready to go.
He's
He's
gonna
gonna
be
come
the
out.
rookie of the year.
Yep, I was
No
just getting ready
doubt.
to say he's winning this
He's
year,
definitely
no
winning
question.
Rookie of the Year, but I think it will be a slow. Maybe okay, I can agree with Mike though. A good month. I'm gonna say two. I'm gonna say tops of a two slow months, and not even bad months, but I'm talking maybe 8 points a game, maybe six, missing a lot of shots early. But then after that, it's just gonna click, and my man's gonna take over Rookie of the Year.
No, I'll say he doesn't average less than 12 all season.
Okay, okay. Now,
I was like, he averages no less than 12 all season.
all right, and now it's time to get into the baseball segment. And first, I want to start off with the big news that happened today. Pete Rose and 17 others have finally been taken off the ban list and can now be officially inducted into the Hall of Fame. And we all know Pete Rose deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. It sucks that they had to wait till his death to put him in. And MLB said that, well, there's some article that it served its purpose of keeping him out of the Hall of Fame while he was alive. So they understand that he can come in now, basically. It served its purpose of keeping him out his whole life. They can't ban dead people. Basically, is what they said. They can't ban dead people.
I mean,
I'm gonna let Kai give his opinion on that first, and then I'll go.
But go ahead, Gentry.
It's
real
about
quick.
time.
Hold up, Kai, because Gentry was saying something real quick. What were you saying,
Oh
Gentry?
no, I think it was pointless to ban him. Like, okay, yeah, what was he doing? Betting on he was betting on his own name,
He was
right?
Yeah,
Or was he saying?
he wasn't even betting on
He-
himself.
He wasn't even betting. Right, all right, that's where I'm going. He wasn't even betting on himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all act like he was throwing the games or something. Or come on, now, that's
Yeah, he
wild.
wasn't doing a Jonte Porter. Like, he was betting on other games that he was not a
Exactly,
part of.
right.
You
So
ain't
that's why
wrong.
I'm saying it's kind of messed up, and I'm gonna still clap it up for him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold up.
It's cool, but
Yeah,
There
I'll
it
let
is.
Kai go ahead and go first, and then I'm gonna give mine.
But Kai, now you
Well,
go
he
ahead.
also was doing that betting as a manager as well. He never did any betting when he was a player. So
Exactly. That's what I'm
So the
saying.
reason
Like, he
for
had
banning
no
him is-
outcome.
yeah, and the Hall of Fame is meant for your playing career. He wasn't in the Hall of Fame for management. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I think it's about time they let him in, or they relieve the ban. I guess he'll be in next Hall of Fame induction.
I mean, should be 4,256 hits, the most hits ever.
Mm-hmm.
Come
That
on.
man was a hitting machine.
The man knew nothing but how to hit. And also shout out to Shoeless Joe Jackson. I read a book about you. That's the only reason that name rings out. I read a book about you in like 4th or 5th grade, I think. So shout out to you too. Even though you've been, as Michael just informed me, you've been dead for a while now. Pete Rose just died last year, and they finally lifted it. They've been doing some people
that's
dirty.
wild.
Because I think they said
That's
he
wild
died of
work.
cancer or something in September last year.
They only love you when you're dead, man.
Listen, Shoeless Joe Jackson though is a little bit of a different story.
What is his story? I don't know his story. Do you know it? Are you hip?
No, I take that back.
You take
So
that?
Shoeless Joe Jackson was like, Kai. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I'm pretty sure Shoeless Joe Jackson was part of that Chicago White Sox
Yes,
team
they
that
said
was legitimately shaving points.
Pete
But Shoeless
Yeah,
wasn't
he
a
was.
part of it.
Pete Rose,
But he
Joe
wasn't a
Jackson, and
part of it.
7 other members of the 1919 Chicago Black Sox were on the
Yeah.
list.
So yeah. So that team was legitimately shaving points, but Shoeless Joe wasn't a part of it. He was the only one who said no. So he got banned because it was the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay, I
Like he
wasn't
had
hit.
nothing to do with the betting. He was just unfortunately a part of the team that was. I think they got into it with the mafia, so I think that's why they were doing it. But that's why. Oh yeah,
Mo-
I'm pretty sure they got into it with the mafia.
mobbed up, bruh.
Hmm.
I mean, it was
So yeah, they were shaving
1919
points
in
for them.
Chicago, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Al Capone was rolling around at that time.
I'm not. I'm
Uh,
not surprised, but it's about time for Pete Rose. It's about time for some of these other players that are on this list. I think it's like 17 others, 6 other former players, 1 coach, and 1 former owner are now eligible to be voted in to the Hall of Fame.
Here's my thing with the Pete Rose thing. Um, Absolutely, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Should have never been banned in the first place. But excuse my language, but it's absolute bullshit that they waited until this man died.
that's my
And if
point.
I'm the Rose family,
His daughter,
I'm telling the MLB to shove it.
his daughter was the one fighting for it. I think I read correctly. It was his daughter was fighting for it after he died. The whole Rose estate petitioned, saying that you got to put him in. You
Because
can't ban it. You
that's
can't
because
ban a dead person.
they know how much Pete Rose wanted. Like this man was begging and pleading towards the end of his life.
Yeah, yeah,
He was begging and
yeah.
pleading for them to do it, and they said, "Nah, fuck off." So I think it's bullshit. I think Rob Manfred. I personally have been on record saying Rob Manfred's the worst commissioner in all sports. So this just further proves my point. But if I understand why the Rose family is pushing for it because that's what Pete wanted, so they're going to honor his legacy by getting it done. But if I was the Rose family, I would tell them to shove it.
I agree. I agree. Now the next player we got to talk about because we were big on him at the beginning of the year, and Kai, I want you to go first because I want you to go ahead and break it down. What is going on with the Dodgers star pitcher from Japan this year, Roki? I think I said that right.
Rookie Sasaki. Yep. Um, I'm gonna be honest. He wasn't MLB ready. Um, was he a stud in Japan? Yes. Was he the next big thing? Yes. Was he ready to come to the States and be what they're paying him to be? No. Um, and it's hard to be a good pitcher when you can't control your pitches.
Man, and
The walks have been a consistent problem for him.
that, and I have a question for you. I need you to break this down for us. My man was hitting 100 in Japan, his preseason game or whatever, first MLB game or whatever. He did hit 100, hit 99. Now my man can't hit 60. What they say, 96, 95. I think he threw a 93. He have a shoulder injury. I think they put him on the IL for. But what's going on?
The MLB plays more games than they do in Japan. That's just
Yep.
more intense. I shouldn't say more intense training, but you're training more. There's more off season. And once again, he just wasn't MLB ready.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I agree with Kai on that. Like he definitely wasn't ready. I think it's a little bit of he came in and got the yips. Like the lights was a little too bright for him. But that goes right into what Kai said. He should have spent some time in the minors first, and then came up.
But you paid him
you
too
need to
much
spend some time in the weight room.
No, that too. That too.
He needs to spend some more time in the weight room. That's what he needs if he wants to have a healthy MLB career.
Yeah, that too. I agree.
Are we worried about him, or is he gonna get it together after this injury and gonna come on strong towards middle end of this season, or is it just going to be a shaky year for him? Opinions, go.
I think rehab will be the best thing for him. He'll have his time to come back through rehab if they decide to do a rehab, and kind of find himself as a pitcher through Double A and Triple A while he's rehabbing the shoulder. So I think it would be the smartest thing to kind of push the shoulder injury as that's the reason why you're struggling and restart in a rehab.
Mike, do you agree?
Yeah, I completely second that.
Rehab him, put
They
him in
have a
Triple
perfect
A,
excuse
Double A.
now. Because now they don't have to admit, like, ooh, we kind of messed that one up. They can just say, the shoulder injury. You know, we got to put him down. And he's got to do some rehab starts. So, yeah, now they have an excuse. I say they use it. And like Kai said, he's got to go down to the minors. There's been plenty of pitchers who have come up to the show the first time, was horrible, went back to the minors, and they figured it out. So I think he's just going to have to do that.
All right, Gentry. You hip on Roki?
I ain't really too hip. I mean, I'm hip to him. I know who he is, but I ain't know he dropped like that.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, because he definitely was that man when he came in. But
he was paid like it,
this
too.
This season, I ain't really been. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's probably why you couldn't. Probably why you couldn't start him down in Double A, Triple A. When you give him that much money, kind of look bad, don't it?
Yeah. I mean,
here's all this money,
but
go play Double A.
Yeah, that does look bad.
America, we different in our sports, all right? Like you said, they play more games. You know what I mean? So a lot is in that factor, you know. But
hey, rehab is a good way to go. Cause shout out to Acuna, he just hit a home run, his first home run back in a rehab game. So it helps. I'm not really hip on baseball like that much, but all I know is that man needs to go down to Double A, send him down to the minors. I've been calling all season to see big names get pulled down to the minors. If you suck, you suck. Go down, get better, come back up, dominate. That's simple. Like Jackson Holiday, I hear he's having a pretty good time after he got called down. But
I mean, you know, look, you ain't gonna always have a up season. You know what I mean? You're gonna always have up and downs, but it's all about how you bounce back. So,
well, we hope the best for him. And how do we feel about Paul Skeens joining Aaron Judge in the World Baseball Classic? I saw a thing where they were talking about the potential team we could put together. It's disgusting. Y'all catch any glimpse of that, Mike or Kai?
I mean, Paul Skeens is the obvious choice. I mean, young pitcher, he goes probably the best pitcher in the majors right now. You could make that argument. Aaron Judge, best hitter. I mean, we could put together a real nasty team.
I saw somebody just throw out the lineup I saw. They said, what was their first three batters? They had Bobby Witt. Then they went Harper, Judge. Then they threw in Alonso somewhere on there. They threw in Carroll. I know they were talking about Pete Crow got to be somewhere on the bench or on the team because of the way his outfield was playing. And I can't think of the other two names, but there was two other big names they put out there. But your first three batters, those three, pretty nice, pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, we could really do some damage in the WBC. I can't remember, Kai. Would you know when the last time America won it? Because I know we lost to Japan last time.
Yeah, Mike Trout struck out to Shohei.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we won it.
Hey, this our chance. We got one of the best shortstops in the games.
I was like, yeah, definitely. I think this team, like you said, the team we put together. It's going to be nice as hell, but you always got to watch out for Japan, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico still got a nice squad.
We have one WBC win, and was 2017.
Yep. See, I knew it was a while ago. I didn't realize we only had one. I thought we had more than that.
Oh, we
Oh,
do.
we have one.
We do. We do. This our time. This our time. Not to be that guy, but USA. USA.
Listen, that's the only time I'll be chanting it is during the Olympics and stuff like this.
Hey. Let's not go down that road. But I
Yeah,
have
Puerto Rico put it on us.
They're not gonna be nice about it either. Like, it's gonna be nasty.
Puerto Rico about to put it on us, boy.
go.
Who they got on their team? I know they got Francisco, but who else?
Let's take a look.
Javi Baez will be there. I think Javi will probably come back.
Hey, I was just about to ask about that before you guys go on. How do you guys feel about Javier Baez's emergence this year? Because I was looking at it.
That's a resurgence.
My man batted a 184 last year, a 222 the year before that, 238, and I'm seeing 147 strikeouts, 126 strikeouts.
Oh, that man was hot garbage for the last 2 years. I don't know what happened, but it came together.
What do you think it is? Come on now, coaches.
I think he finally gave a shit about baseball again. I think for the last 2 years he got traded to Detroit. I don't think he wanted to get traded to Detroit.
You don't think he?
I think he wanted to stay in Chicago. No, he's in Detroit. He's a Tiger.
Well, yeah, but he did spend a brief second with the Mets in 2021.
Oh yeah, he didn't want to be there. I was like, he wanted to stay in Chicago.
I think he finally got his prescription updated.
That
He can see the baseball again.
That man's vision was terrible.
Yeah, that was hot garbage. He was swinging. He was looking like us in the show, man.
Yeah, he got a new eye doctor or
No,
something.
I give us better credit than him swinging because our swings look better than the
that
curveballs he
man.
was chasing last year.
That ball, as soon as it left your hand, he was swinging.
Literally, when he walked up, everybody was chanting "Easy out."
Oh, yeah, right.
Scoot in. He
Yeah,
go hit
so-
it. Now he
And
just had
plus
a
on
3-run
defense,
homer.
he just on defense he looked like he just didn't care. So I think it's a little bit of that. Like he's finally giving a crap again, and like Kai said, he finally saw a good eye doctor.
Yeah, it's hard to care when you can't see the baseball.
I mean, in fact,
You don't even know what to care about.
this Puerto Rico team is going to be nasty, though. I'm looking at it right now.
Go ahead.
They got Carlos Beltran and Yadier Molina are going to be the managers.
Hey, that's tough.
Well,
That's
Carlos
tough.
is the general manager.
That's tough.
Then the lineup is Francisco Lindor, Heliot Ramos, Carlos Correa, MJ Melendez, Jose Miranda, Kiki Hernandez, Willie Castro, Javier Baez as DH, and Christian Vasquez as your catcher. Yo, that's a nasty squad.
Where's Ellie come from?
He's Dominican Republic.
Okay. So he's not Puerto Rico. Okay. What's the Dominican squad look like? Are they gonna be nice?
I'm looking it up right now. They're always nice. What you talking about, dog?
I know.
Oh, they're gonna be nice as fuck. Wow.
Go ahead, read it off.
All right, so you got just the hitters alone. I'm not even gonna name the pitchers. They got Jose, Manny Machado, Rafael Devers, Ketel Marte, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Ellie De La Cruz, Willie Adames, Jeremy Pena, and Junior Caminero. Your outfielders, that's your infielders. Your outfielders are Juan Soto, Fernando Tatis Jr., Julio Rodriguez, Teoscar Hernandez, and Emilio Bonifacio.
Hey, that's the lineup right there. Hey, Coach Kai, I got a quick question for you.
What up?
How do you feel because Michael said his name and it just reminded me. How do you feel about Fernando Tatis Jr. changing his swing this year from the big timing step to just a little step? They said,
It's
and now
genius.
break it down for us. Why did he make the move?
Well, the reason why he made the move was because taking that shorter step you can allow your hip to get in a better place and allow that launch to happen much faster. It allows him to also get that foot down early, which is less head movement. When you have less head movement, you see the ball a little bit clearer. So that is why he decided to go to the short leg kick, and I think you'll see nothing but success going to it.
Because like he was a dominant batter last year, but he's turned it up a notch this year.
Yeah, I mean he's seeing the ball much clearer. There's less movement, so it's easier to replicate. So I think he made the right decision for a long term career.
Shout out to the hitting coach too that probably helped him see that.
Because
Whoever it was,
it's
whoever
a
his hitting
big,
coach is.
if y'all, because I know you guys watch baseball, so you know what his swing looked like last year and this year. I wasn't hip to it. I saw a video of somebody breaking it down. It's a big difference. Like it's a huge step difference.
Yeah, they call that a hover leg kick.
Yep.
What he does now?
That's what I teach. That's what I teach. Yeah.
I can confirm that.
Little flex. But.
Go ahead, Coach Kai. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, I give Coach Kai a shout out because of him. My 7-year-old's hitting way better. And that's just from a 5-minute session. Nothing crazy.
That's what we do, man. That's what we do.
All right.
I'll give him a shout out.
Hey, get with us. You can hit us up through Stat Junkies podcast. You want to get your son, your daughter, somebody, anyone you want to get them better hitting, better fielding, better pitching, whatever you want. You can contact the Stat Junkies podcast. You can contact Coach Kai himself through Facebook. We'll get you right.
Come see your boy.
We will get you right at an affordable price. Gotta throw that in. But anybody else, you guys, because before you guys throw in all your baseball knowledge, can I just say I was so happy that when I looked at the standings today, I saw Boston was second in the division. And we were right at, we were 21 and 22, I think it said. And looking at the lineup, Bregman's, Devers finally woke up. Devers finally came alive. We'll talk about his first base thing because my man gonna be out of Boston.
They're about to trade him.
My man gonna be out of Boston. But Devers finally came alive. Duran's doing his thing. Bregman, you got that William Abar, or I think that's what's his
William Abreu.
Yeah. He's still doing strong. I like what I see from Boston. Like I said, I didn't expect nothing crazy, but 21 and 22, I can live with it. Second, I'm happy. We're not getting past the Yankees, so I'm going to just leave that one. I'm let that go.
Well, right now, Toronto, I'm looking at the standings right now. Toronto just jumped you guys.
Huh.
So now you're in third.
You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Because we still right there. But how are you guys feeling about this baseball season so far? Anything you want to add?
I mean, my Guardians turned it around a little bit. We're 25 and 18. So I'm happy. We're playing good baseball right now.
Is the pitcher
Although we
finally
just lost
coming
to the
alive?
Brewers today. I mean, it still needs some work, but it's doing a lot better than what it was.
All right, now the real question, Kai, can you confirm that? Because every time Michael has said something about the Guardians pitching, you've been the first one to say they suck.
I said they suck. I said they need some work.
Oh,
I didn't say.
I know, but Kai's been a hater on the Guardians pitching lineup. A big hater.
Yeah, they're starting to find it a little bit. Somebody just went down with injury. Was it Blake Lively?
Let us know, Mike.
Yeah, it's been Lively.
Yeah, Lively just went down with injury, so they got to find someone to replace him. But
I wasn't high on him anyway. He's our number 5 guy.
he's leading your team in ERA right now, son. For starting pitchers.
Listen, that's because he started the season. He's the only pitcher that actually started the season well. He doesn't finish well. He didn't finish well last year either. So.
Alright, so you just gotta be ready to bring in a reliever early for him, is what I'm hearing.
they need to find relievers. Their bullpen is still god awful. Their starters are good. Their pen is terrible.
Who's your
Which is
closer?
crazy because our bullpen was our strength last year. That's how we won. That's how we made the playoffs.
Yeah, your whole pen's getting beat around.
I don't know what the hell happened, but yeah, we need our pen is garbage.
All right. Now we got to talk about. I did see a thing that Max for New York is having a good year.
Max Fried.
Yeah, is that true? Did I read that right?
Yeah, he's having a pretty solid year so far.
Is he everything New York wanted and then some? Or is it just
I think Aaron Judge is everything he's been for him.
Okay, I guess the pitching.
Yeah, that man's going cool.
Okay.
That's why he's hitting 412 right now.
Let me reword it. Is he everything you guys wanted in the pitcher aspect and then some, or is it just a quick round of applause and move on?
He's everything we wanted, to be honest, right now. I mean, he has a 1.1 ERA, so he's getting the job done, you know?
Yeah, 1.1, yeah, I'd say he's doing all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and press
he's
that
doing
button.
all right.
I'll go ahead and press that button for him real quick.
Yeah. Well, a 1-1 with 6 wins. That's why he's doing pretty solid.
I'll press that one more time.
6-0 actually. Yeah,
I mean, it helps though when you're getting the run support that New York is giving them right now.
Go ahead and talk about Judge. Go ahead.
Let's just talk about the Yankees, man. This is my time to shine. Aaron Judge might be the greatest hitter to ever play the game of baseball. He's hit a 412, 15 homers, 41 RBIs. He might be in contentions already for one of the greatest hitters in baseball.
I second that.
Gentry, do you 30? Gentry, do you agree? I think we might have lost him again, but go on.
And then just to keep talking about the Yankees, Juan Soto, who? Who even is that guy? We don't need him. Paul Goldschmidt is hitting insane. He's hitting a 346 right now. With 5 bombs. Trent Grisham hitting. He has 12 bombs on the year. So, I mean, we're getting the production that we've been looking for.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you look at Juan Soto's numbers, too, it's nothing like spectacular. I mean, he's hitting 255 and 8 home runs, 20 RBIs. But, I mean, it's nothing like what Judge is doing, like you said.
Yeah, we made the right decision getting rid of Soto to keep Judge. I guess there wasn't really a decision there, but
I was going to say, yeah, there's no way in hell y'all was giving up Judge. I don't care who they thought they were going to get.
Yeah, nah. So the Yankees lineup is doing Yankees lineup type things. Nothing new there.
I mean, like
someone just got hurt for the Yankees, though. I think it was
Oswaldo Cabrera. I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched it. He tried to slide in at home. Well, he didn't slide. He ran past home and tried to stop, and he twisted his ankle. He broke it, actually.
Hey, one second, y'all. Once again, remember to like and share the pod. Follow us on Facebook. Merging you in. His call dropped. I was wondering why he hasn't said anything. We're talking about the Yankees lineup right now and how the hitting is unstoppable. And then Michael informed us that Cabrera broke his ankle.
Yeah, Oswaldo Cabrera broke his ankle the other night. I watched it happen.
Dang.
Other than that,
no, I definitely believe Judge is definitely one of the best hitters. I agree with Carl.
Of all time, you giving him the all time already?
Yeah, you can put him up there. You can put him up there for sure.
I'm not giving him all time yet, but he's up there.
Okay. Okay.
No, you gotta put him up there all
I
time.
mean,
You putting them top
maybe
three?
not all time because he still got all year. All year.
Oh, top three for sure. I'll give him top three, no
Yeah.
problem.
Who's number one? Go.
Barry.
I forgot about steroid
I'm gonna
debate.
go. I'm
Now,
gonna. I'm gonna go. I'm
do
gonna
we
go.
count it?
I'm
Listen,
going
this
Barry
is my
Griffin,
stance on that.
Judge. I'm not three.
I agree with that. I'm cool with that.
They're my three. Barry Griffin, Judge.
That's a
I
good
just
three.
can't get over
I was like,
Griffey's
that's a
swing.
good three. Griffey had the prettiest swing, in my opinion. Like, the
Man,
prettiest swing in
what?
baseball is King
You would
Griffey.
never think his ball was never going that far when he hit the ball.
No, because it was so smooth. It looked effortless.
So smooth, right? Right, like how?
Y'all remember
Yeah.
Prince Fielder's swing? That man used to swing his hardest.
That's That's the opposite of
Definitely
effortless.
though. Prince was that man too though.
He hit
Yeah,
the
his
same amount of
height,
home runs
yeah,
as his dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the definition of all effort, right there.
Kai, who's your top? Who's your top three? Because Michael agrees with the whole Barry, Griffey, Judge. Do you agree?
Yeah, those are my top three, but different order.
No, you know what? Actually, when he's done, I got a different opinion. Go ahead.
I'm going Judge, Griffey, Barry.
Okay. Okay, Mike. What's your what you want to
Okay.
add?
I'm moving. I'm moving Judge down as not yet. He's going to 4. I think he will eventually get 3, but at this moment, I'm moving him down to 4, and I'm putting Tony Gwynn up there.
Tony Gwynn.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Tony
that's the
Gwynn.
dude that Maddox and Koufax struggled to only struck out twice.
That's
Yep.
that's
I was like, look at his number.
GWING.
No, GWYN.
Oh, okay.
Look up his stats. That man was a hitting machine.
Yeah, I heard he barely struck out. He didn't know what a strikeout was.
Hitting. If we're going just pure hitters,
Yeah, that's a different type of hitter though.
well, that's what I said. If we're just doing pure like contact hitters, like just hitting for average, you got to put him up there. But if we're going just like, if we're looking more like can put home run numbers up and contact, then no, I wouldn't put him up there because he wasn't putting up home run numbers like that.
Yeah, I agree. I'd say when we talk about the greatest hitters of all time, though, I'm thinking like hardest hit balls. You know what I'm saying?
Oh well, then we're sticking with the 3 we got: Griffey, Bonds, and Judge.
All right, I can get down with that. Now, is there anything you guys like to add before we get off here for the night?
Nah, I say I ain't got nothing. Just I need Cleveland to go ahead and pull that card on Giannis. I'm tired of watching us have good teams or not do anything.
It's crazy. It's definitely crazy.
Kai, anything you want to add? And Mike, I don't think it's coming true.
Aaron Judge for Triple Crown. Let's get it.
That's a high possibility. It's a high possibility. That one might happen.
I can see that happening too. Also, one more thing before I go. How we give up? I forgot to mention this when we were talking about it. How we give up Pickens and only get draft picks?
Oh yeah, you weren't here on the last pod to talk about that. I went
Come
off.
on, John, bro.
Not even good draft.
About
picks,
third and fourth
That's what I'm
for
saying.
2026 and 2027.
Like I said, I get he was a cancer and you needed to get rid of him. I understand that, but he's good enough to go get somebody back.
Y'all said I call first offer to come, but nah, it was definitely shocked me. Like I believe he's a way better player than a third, first, fourth round pick.
Bro, I thought we were going to get another
doubt.
wide receiver, or we were going to get a quarterback, and we got draft picks
something.
and cash.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy, but whatever. I heard rumors we might be getting Romeo Dobbs, so if we pull that off, I'll be happy.
Hey, Cameron Hayward said, "Don't
and I
panic."
can see that. I could
Cameron
see
Hayward
that
said,
only
"Don't panic."
because I want to say Green Bay did just drive 2 receivers, so I could see
Yeah, I
that
can see him.
happening. It's a little cluttered over there on the receiver side.
Yeah, I'll take him. Like I said, well, we need a quarterback still, but that's a topic for another day.
I'm hearing y'all still waiting for Rodgers. I
Yeah, we
mean,
don't
I
want to
don't
talk. Hey,
know.
moving on. No, no, no. We ain't even
Oh
talking about that.
man,
Moving on. Nope. I don't want to
this
hear that
is
nonsense.
insane. I'm like,
Nope.
what?
Nope. Gentry,
I'm
I'm telling you,
predicting
move
right
on.
now. This is my prediction for the season. And then I'm gonna get off here. We gonna end up starting the season with Will Howard as QB1. I don't want that to happen, but that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Will Howard, QB1 for Steelers. That's all my hope I got left, and
Why
that's
not?
not much hope because I hate Ohio State quarterbacks besides CJ.
I was never high on
Golly.
Howard,
Uh, I
but
mean,
anyway,
Gentry, anything you like to add before we get off here?
uh, oh, we all in the clear.
All right, I feel it. I feel it. Now remember to like and share the pod, and stay tuned because Gentry can account for this. We are in the works of getting some T-shirts made for the pod.
some
So if you would
Sir,
like
swag.
one,
yes, sir.
get a hold of us.
Yes,
And
sir.
Michael, we gotta reconvene because our boy Coach Kai came through with a tough design.
He
I
was
will
cooking
accept
in
it.
the lab, boy.
Coach
I
Kai
was like,
came
send it
through.
over to you.
But
Let's see, yes, sir.
other than that, stay tuned, and we will be up on Apple Podcasts tomorrow, and this will be posted to Spotify podcast too, and it will be up on YouTube tomorrow. So just stay tuned. We got big things coming, and remember, the stats don't lie. We out.
Peace.
Out. Peace.
Oops.